What's up, Warriors? Today's topic is going to be how to get your kids to listen to you. A lot of people are hitting me up. They're struggling with their teenage kids, and I went through that myself. But the thing about it is that I was one step ahead of them. So it kind of helped me to guide them better, to be there, to show that support that I didn't have. So that's one of the pillars that, and advantages that a lot of people like us that already had that lifestyle, where your family wasn't there for you, and you pretty much were on survival mode throughout your childhood life, and we learned a lot. So now once we have our kids, it's a lot easier. They can't pull a fast one on us, like we did back in the days. Our moms didn't know any better. But the only advice that I could give you guys here is, we all know that we got to lead by example. That's a fact, But the thing about it is that they're going to come to a certain age, in a certain point, that they're pretty much going to have their own choices, their own ideas. They're going to come up with some ideas that it's going to blow your mind, And you've probably been leading by example since they were kids. But that's just life, that's just a test. And you're gonna have to be patient. You're gonna have to be understanding. You just gotta be, on them, on top of them, making sure that you don't give them their way. You just gotta stay firm and, can't baby them, because that's not gonna do them any good. So at the end of the day, you just gotta be, doing the best you can on showing love, support, and leading by example the best you can, because no matter what, at a certain age, you're gonna get those challenges. Those challenges are gonna come. It's fucking a piece of cake to have your 3, 5, 6-year-old kid to listen to you. You're their hero. When they're that fucking small, anybody could, make their kids do what you want them to do. Why? Because they look up to you. You're their hero then, whether you're a fuck up or not, or if you're doing the right thing or not, they look up to you. So that's a piece of cake. The challenge comes when they're, start hanging around people, when they start reaching a certain age, 13, 14, 15-year-old, when they start making some fucking crazy ass fucking decisions without fucking consulting it with you. That's going to become a challenge. So to all your fathers out there, you got to just stay solid, stay firm, and we just got to have faith. But the key here is leading by example. Do the best that you can on doing what's right, and hope for them to string along and follow suit, because a lot of times, I've been around, people that are highly, educated. They had, it looks like they have the perfect family, but, deep inside they're struggling. They're struggling with their kids, with their spouse, and it's just it's a challenge. It's a challenge, and so we can never judge someone by telling them that, hey, you know what, you ain't raising your kid right, or you're not doing what you should be doing, because a lot of times the kid's gonna make his own choices. They could come from a fucked up family that didn't lead by example, and they wanted better. They didn't want to live like that. They didn't want that lifestyle that they seen that their parents have. So that's like a driver for them to change, to become better. And then there's that, family that looks like well put together. Dad is a pastor, or he's a well-spoken man, a motivator. The wife's a home stay mom, always there for her kid, and that kid could become a fuck up. At a certain point, that fucking switch turns, and it could go either or. So like I said, there is no fucking guarantee that your kid's gonna be the one that became successful, or that fucking pulled through because you've done it, because you were successful. A lot of times they make their own choices, and that's a tough pill to swallow. So we just gotta make sure and hope for the best. But yeah, the key here is leading by example, because at least like that, if they can never point fingers and blame nobody, or say, oh, because I'm like this because of you, because that's the first thing that a victim does. When somebody's a victim, they'll try to start pointing fingers, and a lot of grown men do that with their parents. They point fingers. They say, because of him, I wasn't this, and because of my parents, and that's a bunch of bullshit. Because if you want it, you're gonna get it regardless. So My tip is just lead by example and have some faith that your kid, your teenage kids turn out to be good men and follow suit. Let's go.